What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to the Soundproof Hunger Room. Thanks for coming in here. This is the first show of 2026. How y'all feeling around the table?
Same way I felt last year.
I like your enthusiasm, sir. John, thank you for coming back again. Welcome back. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Where you been?
I mean, I only go places I'm invited to.
I hear that shit. I hear it.
Here we go. Let's
you
get the
think
shots.
that wasn't coming out?
Oh, well, we're going to get the shots going. All the shots going to get going out there. We get the shots fired
I just
out.
showed up so I don't get fired.
Already. But people, welcome back. We got a lot to talk about today. There's a lot going on. And like I said, it's the beginning of the new year. And I'm gonna say it like this. This probably like the year of lawsuits. I see them falling through already. The year of lawsuits. But anyway,
Started last year.
yeah, towards the end of last year, and they rolling on through. But anyway, we're gonna go on and get this thing started. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about. You hear me? So we're gonna go on and get into my favorite part. Yeah, that news. I like that news. We're gonna start off with something nice and light. But we're going to get into it, though. We're going to dig into it. As you know, they got the monks on the Peace Walk. They started in Texas, going all the way up to D.C. And I've been watching them for a little bit here and there, just clips and this and that. And they said they had their biggest outcome when they got here. The most people showed up when they got here to Georgia. And got a lot of comments out there, a lot of video, a lot of different things going on. What's y'all thoughts on what was happening in Georgia?
That y'all do too much.
Okay, see, there goes another shot. Another shot.
I mean, what the monks are doing is good. Also, according to most reports, it's something that does not happen a lot. So when they stand up and walk this far for peace, people need to pay attention. But here, unfortunately, it seems it turned into a little bit of a spectacle. Some hands were thrown when they got to a certain city, not by the monks, of course, but by people because folks couldn't, calmly enter and exit the building. Folks walking along with them, like the disrespect of what the movement stood for or stands for happened here. Politicians, they had like a huge thing with like 6 speakers or something in Decatur. It just, y'all missing the message in the boom.
Cats walking down the street.
Okay. My point on it.
Cats walking down the street.
My thing is I like it. It brings awareness. That's what they do. First off, I also understand when you're looking at somebody that's practicing something different that you're not used to. Try to learn why they're doing it and what honors them and what they're doing. I don't think people honor. They said basically, if you knew anything about those type of monks, they said a kneel, like a half bow and like the praying hands was the way to give your praise to them. And them being who they are, the videos and the touching and the clapping hands, because they taught to just give forgiveness. But those are things that you're not supposed to do. But again, they are in America. So a lot of traditions just kind of go out the window for the fact or the sake of being seen or whatever, because they are getting a lot of attention. The one thing I had a problem with was there were people that had something negative to say about it. And they were Christians.
I mean, that's
we're Christians.
to be expected with a Christian.
Wow.
All the people that I saw that had something negative to say were Christians.
You got any quotes, or you just?
The ones I saw was saying how they shouldn't, because they don't pray to the God that we pray to, we shouldn't be giving them this much praise.
I saw a lady today. She said that I don't know much about the religion, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but don't they pray to a fat statue man or something like that?
Buddha.
And I was like, no. No.
Oh, she wasn't talking about?
No, she said fat statue man.
Oh, she didn't know.
Yeah, she didn't say Buddha. And I was like, but you're not trying to be disrespectful, but a fat statue man. Oh, okay.
Right.
I think that the problem is, and it happens all the time. I mean, we everybody in this room is guilty of it. When you don't know something, all too often we will say something out of pocket before we learn what we need to about what's going on. And it's like, just really, if you don't agree with it, just leave them people alone. They not bothering you. They walking down the street.
I agree.
So what's the point of being negative about some folks who are walking for peace? What is it? What are you getting out of it? Because especially when you're talking about Christians who y'all supposed to practice love and forgiveness and all of these things, but those folks will be some of the most negative people that exist. And it's crazy to me.
I mean, I thought it was great that people showed up to cheer him on. That's a lot of walking to do. Somebody cheer me on while I'm out there. So,
but they don't need that.
I mean, they don't need it. They don't ask for it, but it's appreciated. They might not.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be rooted on for something they do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and act like they ain't care. They was posing for the pictures and taking the shoes, and they got, some of them wasn't even walking. I noticed that too. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to get off into that.
One got hit also, lost a leg.
Yeah, dude got hit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to go on, but then something happened while they started walking. It was something that happened. They just wasn't randomly get up, hey dog, let's just take this walk. It was something that happened.
I don't know. That's
something happened.
From what I've read, is based on the state of the world, and that's why they decided to do it.
I heard something happened, and this was they way of showing the world that we should, head towards peace. That's why they're going to Washington. Something happened.
Pretty much what I just said.
I mean, but that's not what you just said, because what you're saying,
the state of the world is something. But something,
and I'm talking about something specifically happened to their people. That's why they started walking.
Oh, to their people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Catch up, mustard.
That little, little piece of information makes a difference.
you jumped in before I got to finish, so here we are. But I mean, I'm just not. I mean, they walking. I see them in the gym all the time on the treadmill training. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get it. It's a feat. They doing it. Be out there and cheering them on. People that say they shouldn't do it and all that. Yeah, I hear y'all. But y'all ain't never did shit. So y'all, it's easy to say that you shouldn't go out there and do that. You shouldn't go out there and do this because you ain't never did nothing. When you out there something like that, you want somebody to say something. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't even acknowledge you.
Right.
You don't, just because somebody do something, you ain't got to acknowledge. I see them all, the Golden Childs out there waving and all that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't knock people for going out there and rooting them on. Because if nobody went out there, they'd be like, damn, didn't nobody even care. Like, y'all got to pick what side y'all want to be on.
But it's not about.
I
think
people.
part of their
their
religion, and I don't think I should be using the word religion, but because I can't think of a better word
Beliefs,
right now.
Probably.
Yeah, part of their belief system is to accept what is given to them.
Yeah, they can't turn down anything. Yeah. Nothing is theirs.
Right. So, I mean, if people come out there, they are going to act a certain way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to respect what they're doing. So when they tell you, don't walk beside us, don't walk behind us, when they say, hey, we have enough material things, don't keep bringing them material things. When they say just stand there, don't touch us and all of this, then you do have to respect that too.
Somebody could be like that's riding along in these trucks with them. They're not going to stop. They're not going to acknowledge you. Just let them do their thing. I'm just saying, when people on marathons, people running alone, people know not to get, go too far. They could have did the same thing with them.
Well, clearly the
So
people don't know not to go too far because.
Well, I think some of the cops are starting to step in now, but
cops
it
is
happened
posing
once.
with them. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, because if they didn't have anything at first,
That's
it was
what I'm
just
saying.
them.
They just got out there and was
so
like,
as
yo,
they
let's
start
roll.
going,
Yeah.
It wasn't
as
a
they go
spectacle
through,
at first.
right.
Like they didn't make a big
And
thing
so-
of it. But as the news came and the influencers and all of that, and people started to find out, that's when all the stuff came. But it's not like they went, and made a big TikTok saying, hey, we about to go walk 2,300 miles, because that's not what they do. So it was us being just the people who who shined the light on them. But they're like, hey, this is not for, your pages. The guy said that today. I listened to the whole speech. He was like, this is not for, y'all pages to come out here. He didn't say spectacle, but it make a spectacle of us and for you to get followers and all of that.
I do agree that it's needed for the attention, for people to pay attention to it, but also I'm one of them people that respect. If I'm going to something, if I come to your house and you say no shoes in the house, I got to take my shoes off, or I ain't coming over there. So my thing is in that situation, I don't think they ever.
That's private house though. You talk about a public.
Well, that's private space.
No, it's not.
When you
walking down the street, bro.
When you walk up to anybody,
they're walking down the street. Like
if you're
people
walking,
it ain't like y'all making it seem like people actually disrupted these people. They was walking and people wanted to see them. They got close to the curb. They're
not supposed to touch them.
They didn't.
Let's start there.
The people that they touched, they let them touch them, bro. Somebody could have been there. Like I said, it's people in these trucks that could have been like, yo, we ain't going, like a bodyguard, bro. Same thing. Y'all take it too far.
No, you taking it too
let them
simple.
People walk down the street, take them pictures. It's 2026. Ain't nobody about to be outside and not get no picture took. That's a waste of time to even say.
It's not about, they didn't say don't take a picture. It's not that. It's don't make a spectacle of what it is that we're doing. Because when you turn something good into a spectacle, then the whole point of what it is being lost.
I didn't look at it as spectacle. I looked at it as people just pulled out their foot. They pull out their cameras. Like they do with everything else.
No. On some folks' pages, they
are walking in front of them. So they walking with them. You know what I mean?
If I'm walking in front, if I don't interfere with what you're doing, who cares?
I don't agree with that.
That's when it comes to the disrespect, though, of their belief system, when it's like, who cares what it is? Because just like something that you believe in, if somebody comes in and they do something that is counter to that, you're not really going to be like, oh, well.
We've been dealing with that our whole lives, right?
Which is what they're doing right now,
right? We've been dealing with that our whole life.
They're doing
with your whole life, though. That also doesn't mean that
it's okay.
Hey man,
it's not okay.
Welcome to what I deal with. Keep walking.
It's okay. Yeah, we good with that.
Welcome to what I deal with.
We good with that.
Don't nobody get no sorrow out of me.
Next point.
They walking and somebody pull out a phone. Man, get out of here.
Moving on.
It's a great thing they doing.
Yeah.
But I ain't, okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Kurt on the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of on that.
I didn't hear what he said.
When Kurt was like, what is doing for black people?
It's
what?
That's how you feel.
Okay, Kurt, but a lot of the stuff that he say ain't doing nothing for black people. So that ain't the person to make a comment about what it doing for black people.
That's how you feel.
That's a great feeling for him to have, but he doesn't.
But y'all counter it but y'all ain't saying nothing.
It's bringing awareness to peace.
My point in what you saying, when he's saying what is it doing, that's hypocritical as hell.
We've been trying to bring awareness for peace for how many years?
And look how much attention they got just on a walk.
Shouldn't that be looked at kind of frowned upon? Like they get attention for it, but we don't.
You can't look at it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You can look at it like that.
I'm just saying. That's what I think. That's what the brother was saying.
But also, how many people?
I don't want to speak for him, but I think that's what the brother was saying.
How many people do you think that actually go down there, understand what the walk is for?
Probably 2%.
A lot, exactly, because a lot of people didn't even know what it was until the day of that they got there. A lot of
people ain't never been that close to a monk neither.
Exactly.
Right.
So
they took advantage of the situation, just like they would do if I don't want to say Elvis Presley, but. If a celebrity go down the street, they doing the same thing.
Exactly. Agree.
That's what people do.
Agree.
That's what they gonna continue to do.
Part of the problem with people as a whole, though, that everything is dumbed down to. That's what people do. Because this is why, to some degree, we still in certain situations because we say this what people do. at some point in time, we got to get out of this. This is what people do type situation because it's not furthering anything.
Should have walked at night. Oh, I'm just playing.
Man, we finna move on. Moving on.
Attention, walk at night.
Moving on. I really don't like we really here at Soundproof Hunger, we don't really like to get into politics and things like that. But early this morning,
You talking about this show?
This show.
We don't get into politics?
Not heavy like that. Not heavy like that. But last night or early this morning.
I wasn't here, so maybe,
there you go. You weren't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna throw that out there on the show. Shit. You got revoked. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
I ain't getting revoked from the actual starters of the show.
You got revoked.
It wasn't from the starters of the show.
Hey, remember when T.I. took that chain? Out of here.
Early this morning. See, this show gonna be all over the place. Early this morning, your president decided to go in and apprehend the Venezuelan president and bring him back here. And a lot of people feel like it was the right thing to do, and a lot of people feel like it was the wrong thing to do. And I think it's right on both sides and it's wrong on both sides. And I think I want to talk about, the issues that it was. And I'm going to just say what I have to say. First and foremost, if you notice that Trump was targeting them for drugs. He bust down that Venezuelan boat, it was about 2 months ago, saying they was smoking, saying they were smuggling drugs. And I know the last one that they found that they hit, and then the guys had surrendered and they still killed them. When the boat and all the stuff came up, they only found residue. They didn't find like all this dope that they said was on there.
They found weed.
Weed, yes, but they were saying they was trafficking cocaine. Secondly, Venezuela only accounts for maybe 5% of the drugs that get here in the U.S. And Trump also pardoned the kingpin in Honduras that was sending over 400 tons
of the booger sugar.
We need that.
It's business. Yeah, you feel me? But he pardoned him.
No.
But now today, because he went and got Maduro, they said, it was all drug related. Mind you, Trump also knows that they got that oil down there. Okay. And he wanted, what did he say today? Oh, as of now, we're running Venezuela. What country do you know go and they got one guy? There's nobody under him that's going to take over the next immediately. There's somebody that came in. It's a lady that came in and said, no, he's not running anything. Whatever the case may be, y'all go back to doing what y'all doing. We're going to do what we got to do.
I'm glad you think that's going to happen.
Well, it's not. It's still going to be messed up over there. But a lot of people that side with Trump feels like he did the right thing. And they also say all Venezuelans all over the world, abroad, are cheering. And those are the videos that they're putting up. Venezuelans in Venezuela are scared because they don't know what's going to happen.
Got dropped on them. Hell yeah, they're scared.
And it's going to be more because it's a lot of factions trying to get in. So, but they're painting the picture. The Trump administration is painting the picture that the Venezuelans are happy that this happened. Y'all got it.
Go ahead.
Somebody drop a bomb in Stockbridge. I could be happy and nervous all at the same time. Because is another one coming? Am I happy? Will it solve something? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I can see them people feeling both ways. I don't live over there. I don't know what they're going through. So if somebody out there cheering, obviously they feel like, oh, we needed this.
But
just like with anything, it's always going to be both sides. There's going to be some people who think that this was necessary. It's going to be others who say that it's not. The reports are coming out saying that the people in Venezuela knew that the U.S. was coming and all this was going to happen and this, that, and the third. But with everything else, it's always about resources and money and power.
So what?
It's really getting on my nerves.
Oh, is it?
You the one came in here trying to look like Super Mario, brother. I mean, you know what I'm
saying? Nobody told you to put that on.
Go ahead.
Doing 99, 98 style.
But the bigger issue with all of this, though, is like sweep around your own front door. We got other stuff to be concerned about in the United States right now. And for US citizens to be sitting around clapping it up as if this is the best thing since sliced bread and it's going to be so much better for the country, folks are not paying attention because between what's happening with ICE, you should be looking and saying, okay, what's coming next and what they're going to do to us? Because right now you think it's everybody else and it's not going to be you. All this is determining, okay, how far can we go before there's really an uprising, and there hasn't been a major one. The folk, like you said, we don't know what's happening in Venezuela because we don't live there. We can only see what certain people are telling us, and it's a mess down there. The lady, he called the woman who got the Nobel Peace Prize. She's a very nice lady, but she doesn't have any respect, and so she can't run the country. Whereas I've seen people who are out there saying she does have the respect of the people. She should be running the country. So this is about to be a major shit show. And then it's not just what's happening in Venezuela. It's globally what's going to happen now that the U.S. ran up in there and did it. We can, say all we want to. Oh, well, he had the power and he didn't have to go to Congress and he didn't have to do this, that, and the third. That's great. But overall, how is all of this going to shake out? That's what we need to be thinking about, because this is not just going to blow over. And I mean, it's not already, because other countries have already came out like, hey, what's going on?
Right.
They scared they next.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I know that Venezuela was already kind of messed up. And that's why they were saying there's so many people that left because it was messed up. And it was because of old boy. So we're not saying he was a good guy. He was a terrible guy.
Right.
Terrible guy. But when you do that, and like you said, you got a lot of other entities fighting for this territory, and then the U.S. just come in and swoop out the guy. The people that's living there is like, man, we finna have other people coming in here thinking they could just come in and swoop in and do what they gonna do too. So the people that's living there is like, man, like you said, they dropped a bomb in Starbridge. You kind of like, man, I don't know what the hell to do. Like, I can't cheer.
Nigeria better watch out, because they're probably going to be next. And people thinking, oh, well, Venezuela has, that, what is it, the crude oil, and the refineries can't do anything with it. No, the refineries absolutely can do stuff with Venezuelan oil. So I don't even know where people got that ridiculous notion from. Otherwise,
it was actually,
this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it was actually the U.S. had access to it up until, I think, the 70s, and that's when they cut it off. And that's why all of this Trump was like, well, y'all been stealing oil from us from the 70s. So it is what it is, man. But hey, man,
it is what it is.
You got to keep your eye on this stuff, man. Like, even if you're in politics, you keep an eye on this stuff, man. It's crazy out here. What else we got in the news? I think. Alcohol sales have plummeted in the last 3 years, I believe. But they really spoke about it like this year is really kind of dropping down a lot. And I've seen a couple of different things that they say the reasoning why. I've seen the economy. I've seen that now there are other drugs out, because they said the regular folk that drink alcohol use it as a sleep additive, something to help them go to sleep. So they're saying now they got all these other medicines out there to help you go to sleep. So people don't really buy alcohol anymore. So what's y'all thoughts? And then I got some numbers about it that I read up on.
When I read, the kids ain't into it like that. It ain't their thing. You know what I'm saying? They
that too, yeah.
They got other drugs to use, or they just, some of them are really more health conscious than we are. So, you know what I'm saying? Just being around them at work, like a lot of the kids, man, they're not into drinking like that. That ain't their thing. So, we came up, it was mad commercials about it, and this, that, and the other. And kids like, I'm good on that. I figure out something else. Like, that's their thing, which I applaud them for. If that's a part of it. A lot of stuff, man, it just, people can't afford it, what they want to drink, unless somebody they know buy it. That's when they drink the good stuff, and then they put their little bottles.
Well, you just can't help yourself.
Anyway, I mean, it happens. It happens.
Has that happened to you, sir?
It happens. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, man, just they becoming more health conscious, so they putting that bottle down, man. but they ain't drinking as much. They might buy it, but it lasts longer. So I applaud everybody for that. Can't spend money on a bottle and go get enhancement and all. They gotta put something down for a minute. So maybe the bottle got put down for a minute.
Trying to be the good guy today.
I'm just saying. I ain't mad at it.
I think it's a combination of things between the economy. I don't know about. I mean, they might be health conscious from an alcohol standpoint, but they ain't health conscious in other places.
No, we talking about alcohol though.
Yeah, just the alcohol.
Stay focused.
Queen
Kale.
Queen Kale.
We talking about alcohol.
Anyway. But I just think it's a combination of things. When you look at the economic factors, then you also look at all the other drugs that's out here right now. I mean, they don't really need to drink. I mean, you got THC drinks. You can, in most places, buy weed. And then all the other drugs that exist. It's nothing to go out and people offer you some cocaine now. People don't think it's a big deal like it was when we was coming up.
Where you been hanging out at?
Okay, not me specifically, but I do know people that it has happened to, where they have been out and offered cocaine and they got up and left.
They offer you some cocaine?
No, I have not been offered cocaine because no. But I do know people it happened to. Like, folks don't think of it as a big deal.
I mean, it's a party drug. That's what they use it as. A party drug.
Yeah, but I mean,
more people turn to weed, man. It's more.
Things happen. So alcohol sales are down now. They might go back up. It just who cares?
What you said is it might go back. Out of the last 4 years, they've lost $830 billion.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money. But it's some that's still making money.
Absolutely.
The tequila and Canadian whiskeys are the only two that are making gains. The other thing, while they say is kind of going down as far as premium liquor, the pre-mixed drinks like cut water and stuff like that, it's convenient. So and it has lower calories.
Yeah.
So that's why you got more of them coming out now. Yeah, they got those now because it's a mixture and they don't have to buy a bottle and a chaser. And you know,
do as much. So ready for them.
They said that
frying in grease.
They said that industry is booming. They said those are booming. The pre-mixed joints is going crazy right now. So.
I can see it, but people they always gonna have a drug of choice, whatever that is. So.
Well, I'm trying to keep them in business.
Me too. I like my premium drinks.
Thank you very much. Thank y'all for making it. I'm gonna keep drinking it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's gonna be it for the news. Now we finna get real dirty with this thing. It's finna get ugly in here. So y'all just put your seatbelt on and tighten up. First off, while we was talking about the alcohol consumption and going down and this and that, Oprah just came out and admitted that I was taking the Ozempic. She didn't say Ozempic, but she said she was taking a weight loss drug. And then she said at first she didn't want to put that out there for a minute. We everybody knew
but we knew.
Yeah, everybody knew that. But so she said what happened was
all in your neck.
She took it and she realized she stopped taking it for a year and she gained 20 pounds. So she realized that she has to stay on it.
It's a life thing.
It's a life thing. And so she said not the only good thing, but she said the one thing it did for her, which goes to what we were just talking about, she lost her taste for alcohol. And I saw that's one of the side effects that you lose your taste.
Congratulations, Oprah.
So this is a new dope to me because what sells weight loss drugs? Weight loss drugs. What sell more? Who is the biggest consumer of anything? Women. Who do they promote to more than anybody? Women.
Yeah.
Weight loss? Women. So that's gonna get you that dope. Gonna push through. They got more commercials of that than alcohol.
Yeah, that's real. That and
you feel me?
That and dick pills.
And dick pills. Yeah, they pushing the dick pills a lot too. Yeah.
Drink my water.
Yeah, well, they more so online. They more so online.
Yeah, that's what.
That gambling and weight loss.
Yeah,
that's all you see on TV now. So that kind of go along with that, and that's why I say this right here. This the new dope. That weight loss stuff is the new dope. And then you sign up; these celebrities is doing it.
Absolutely.
And it's just, and we just talked about it on the last show.
Come on now.
But it's a convenience factor. Nobody wants to actually put in the work for anything. So it's no shock there that Oprah would be on it as opposed, and just like everybody else. And people,
Oprah was big for a long time, though. I don't know why she went that route.
And she dropped in like
because
half a year.
nothing else was working, I'm sure is what she would say. But the thing of it is, and even though these folks use doctors, nutritionists, and blah 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 blah, most people don't go to the root of any of these issues, which most of it is going to start between your liver, your kidneys, and your gut, and especially your liver. And but people are not going to tell you get your liver together, you get your life together. So, but it's easier, and yes, I'm going to say it's easier to just go take a shot as opposed to backing your ass up out of the drive-through and, you know, not falling prey to sugar-free air fryers and all of these other things. So
it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, and no one is really willing to put in all of the work. But, you know, the GLP-1s, they do get to people because after a while, you do need to start exercising. And then, you know, other things happen. So sometimes people, they can't eat certain things. You know, then they got to go down to the eye doctor and get some glasses.
For a lot of
side effects can start to hit.
For a lot of people, they're going to say it's only 24 hours in a day. My money is tied to my time.
So that means you don't have no social media. That means you never waste even a single second. Because even like I've talked to my mother on the phone and walked at the same time. So people, we love an excuse.
You finished?
For right now.
Oh, okay. They're going to say it's not enough time in the day. My money is tied to my time, but they don't know where it can fit in.
You got a violin?
Social media has put the pressure on everybody at this point. It's just not women anymore to look a certain way to advance in life.
You gonna take some GLP-1?
I feel sorry for people who just given up and turn to that, because eventually your body's gonna react the way that you're not gonna be prepared for, and it could take you out. I hope the best for everybody in that, because I know some people that's really on them things real heavy. It look good though. Now I can't front, you know, but like I said on the last show,
on everybody.
Like you look good, but the insides is bad. You know what I'm saying? So you trade off one for another. I guess what became important to you was the outside and not the inside as well. Read your labels, still, you know, realize you got to hit it. And I hope you fall in love with the process enough where you just feel like you don't want to do that no more. It's getting serious out here. Lawsuits, Oprah coming out talking about she ain't doing it, or she used to do it. I mean, I see, what's the little tennis lady?
Serena Williams.
Serena out here, she advertising for it. Y'all be careful out here, man. It's like they said, it is a new drug because everybody want to be fine, but don't nobody want to put the time in and look that way. They want it quick because they're in their 40s. They had these kids. He done lost the love of just looking a certain way because he got a woman. He felt like she gonna take me how I am. It's a lot going on, man, but y'all got to decide how long y'all want to live. Y'all want to get out of here quick? Y'all want to stay around for a while? The choice is yours. You got to do what you got to do.
And to piggyback on that, though, don't take the thought process of, well, something that's going to take me out, because quality of life should always be a main concern. I've watched 3 people that I love go out of here, you know, deathly ill. And you don't want to get to a point where you can't even wash your ass and somebody else has to do it. So while, yes, these things work, you have to remember that all of these things have side effects. And the side effects are not cute. That's great that I lost weight, but now I can't see. That's great that I lost weight, but now my stomach is paralyzed. Your insides are important. And read the label, but make sure you understand what the label is telling you. If you don't know what the word means, make sure you Google it. Ask somebody who is knowledgeable as well about what's happening, because you can read the label. Like I made a post today talking about sugar. You can read the label, but then when you turn it over, if you don't understand that sucrose is a sweetener, sweeteners are sugar, you still lost. So you have to make sure that you understand. Don't just read it, but get the actual knowledge that you need in order to save your life. Because I can promise anybody out here, you don't want to be laid up in somebody's hospital bed. You don't want to lose the ability to just be able to do even the smallest things for yourself. It ain't worth it.
I mean, just get it prescribed from a doctor. If you can get it offline, it's my time to tell you, man, you should have did that.
But even from the doctor, the side effects still exist.
Yeah, but at least you got it professionally versus, yo, man, I can give you these pills. You want them? And motherfucker off you give me $20.
Right, and then they collide with the other pills you already taking.
Man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
get your blood work.
Are not foolproof either.
They're not.
Nah,
it's just better to do it. If you can trust a doctor enough to go in there for anything else, you got to be able to trust them in there for that too.
No, you shouldn't. You better do your own research.
Okay. Moving on. We got.
Yeah, please move on.
Y'all know this.
We got Queen Kale in here. We ain't gonna win that battle.
It ain't even about Kale. It's not even about Kale.
Have y'all heard about this Klarna scam?
Not until you told me about it.
What happened?
So recently, I think the last month or two, and I think it's been happening for years, but it kind of blew up this last Christmas season. Klarna is one of the little apps where you go in and you can
buy now, pay later.
Yeah, buy now, pay later. What was happening was they had some kind of glitch, and I remember I used it one time because they pre-approved me. I went to buy something. They was like, "Well, try this. You just pay $20 for the next 3 months instead of paying the $60 right now." So I was like, "All right, I'd do it." But they were saying now you can go in. Well, they had it to where you could go in and apply for it, and it would ask you how much do you want, and then it would give you, like, say you put in like $10,000, boom, it'll come back approved. Right. So what was happening is these folks was going, they was getting people's generic names and social securities and saying, "Hey, bro, give me $200 and I can get you a Klarna card and it'll be 10 stacks on it." And so they was doing that, getting these cards, going in, just racking up all type of stuff. And these idiots would go online on TikTok and be talking about it and advertising it and promote more people to be like, "Yeah, hit my man's up with this and that, he do this." So they starting to catch up to these folks now with this Klarna because they have cameras, they have facial recognition in a lot of these stores now, to where they're catching these people that's using these fraudulent. First off, that's fraud, and then it's theft. So it's a lot of that going on, and a lot of people just didn't know it was happening.
They picked the right time. I ain't even mad at their hustle. Holiday season, get them.
Well, of course
they desperate enough for this calendar day to go out like that. Get them.
It's crazy, man.
But it's not just that. It goes back to this need that people have to have things, because this is similar to like the apartment scam. When some random person would tell people like, "Hey, I can get you, an apartment, just give me X amount of money," but there was no apartment. They were scamming the folks. Like, you can't be so desperate for things. And then also we got to get ourselves together, because once you put yourself, or once you end up, because you don't always put yourself there, but once you end up in a place of desperation, of course, now somebody throw the little Klarna thing at you. It's like, "Oh, well, I mean, I kind of do need blah, 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 blah." Because it was probably a few people in there who was buying stuff they actually needed, some socks or some shirts or whatever, not just going out here balling. But that place of desperation and need, it has you not thinking and making bad decisions.
Well, and a lot of people just buying stuff off of the Klarna card and then going and selling it and getting the cash.
I ain't knocking that hustle either.
And I mean, because
they didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And again, you get cash too, because one, it can't be traced. At least this is what they're thinking once they get the cash part of it. But, if I need cash now to pay X, Y, and Z, because you look at what the economy is doing now, right. I can't pay everything with a card, but it just...
It starts early. Like, and I try to put myself in those positions because I think, like, if I was 22 years old and somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, bro, give me $200, I get you 10 stacks, and you just spend it on whatever on this card." If I wasn't raised right, or I was raised to where I was in a position to where I just wanted to get my hands on whatever, I know that ain't real. I know that ain't real. Ain't nothing in the world gonna make you flip like that fast. Maybe a year or something I might be able to do it, but not in 2 or 3 days. I know that's fraudulent. But at that time, if I'm in that space and I'm like, whatever, all right, run it. And I think so. If you ain't brought up in a place to where you just like, I know that ain't right. Nah, I'm good, bruh. It's gonna keep happening. The problem is y'all keep going online with this shit. Stop telling on yourselves. Y'all making the job too easy for the cops.
They can't help it.
They want to be
they don't know how to be
attention
quiet.
in this new currency, and it's ridiculous.
Some of the most healthiest raised people doing the same thing.
That too.
It ain't got nothing to do with how you raised. You was in the front of, you was desperate, you made a decision. You thought you was coming up, you made a decision. That's it. How you raised, they got nothing to do with it.
It do.
What?
Not always.
How many households out here, one parent? How many people got a bunch of kids come from great households?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got nothing to do with that, dog. You got two parents in the household, you still go ahead and do something stupid.
Of course.
It don't
I'm not saying it's
Right.
foolproof.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying it's foolproof.
But you did. You did.
You sat on top of it.
You did.
I say, and I'm still sitting on top of it. I think if you know right from wrong, that you ain't gonna do nothing stupid like that if you know you're gonna get caught.
People don't care, man.
Now you changing the subject.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Sometimes people can be in a position, even when you were raised right, like, because I can liken it to someone who, you know, like their father was in their life. They had a great father, but then they went out here and picked a sorry dude. Like, you saw what a good man looked like, but yet you went out here and picked a bad one. So sometimes no matter how you were raised,
you're gonna do what you're gonna do, man.
You can still do stuff just because you might be in a desperate position. Ralph mentioned social media having such an influence on people. Mm-hmm. And so now you feel like, oh, I got to get this money so that now I can buy this, that, and the third. So even people who are raised correctly make sorry decisions. You were raised good. Have you not made some sorry decisions? I made plenty of terrible decisions. Then. So there your point.
But I ain't going to jail either. I ain't made no decisions to send my ass to jail and broadcast it.
You ain't made those, but the point is, you can still make a sorry decision even if you were
you're right.
raised
man,
right.
You reach in that pocket and feel your thigh instead of some bread. You're going to do whatever you got to do. I don't even want to hear that.
Y'all win this one. I don't mind conceding. Y'all got that one.
You should.
Yeah, I got that one. Anyway, moving on. Now, like I said earlier on, man, this is the goddamn year of the lawsuits. The first one I want to talk about is Dr. Umar. I'm glad both of y'all here for this bullshit.
What's wrong with my dog? Shout out to the doc.
Shout out to Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar has a class action lawsuit against him right now.
No, he actually doesn't, but keep talking.
He has a class action lawsuit right now from a woman that actually sued him, and they settled out of court. His lawyer team had to settle with her out of court. And once she settled, what happened was with that, they decided to make a movie together. And he was going to help her put up the funds because she had the money already. So he said he was going to help her do the funds after the movie was done. So when the movie was done, he said, send me the movie. And she was like, well, no, you got to pay your part of the movie before I send you any of the movie. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. Send me the movie. He didn't do it. So she sued him. She won a settlement from that. And from that, she said, okay, well, if this happened, let me find the other people and she was donating to the school as well. So not only did she do the movie thing where he scammed her on that, then she was donating to the school as well. So she said, in that case, well, let me contact some other people that can have receipts and show receipts that they've donated to the school and this and that, and nothing has happened. And that's where the class action lawsuit came from.
Okay. So.
And why do you fight for this guy so much, first and foremost?
That's not, no, don't do that. Let her answer what she's gonna say first.
All right.
I'll answer both.
Yeah, but
one is not about me fighting for this guy so much. My issue that we have with Dr. Umar is that you don't always do all of your research. And you like to get some of the stuff from bloggers who don't do appropriate research. So it's just like when I called you for going with Tony the Closer and using his information for a story. That's not a reliable source.
Bruh.
So when you don't use a reliable source for your info, that's where the problem come in.
Okay,
And like
so
with this
let's talk
Umar
about this.
situation,
I
looked.
My buttons ain't working.
A class action lawsuit has not been filed yet. So they may be working on it, but
She
it actually
has the paperwork.
I looked it up.
She has the paperwork.
When I looked it up, nothing had been filed. So where was the filed at?
She has the paperwork.
Who is the she?
I'll find the lady that has always done this, that got the settlement. Do you believe that she got a settlement? Oh, let me change it. Do you believe that she got a settlement from him? Or did she come up with that too?
Well, that part I couldn't find. The lawsuit that I found, the lawsuit that I found was a guy who he was supposed to be doing a movie with.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, actually, there was an issue because homeboy, they went to court. He recorded the proceedings. So then there was an issue as far as the judge coming back and saying, hey, you were not supposed to record it per my instructions. So you need to pull this down.
Right.
Now, Umar messed that up because then he filed a continuance. It was declined. And so then he didn't show up to court. Then there was a settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about as far as the lady, but like I said, when I went and looked to see if Umar had a class action lawsuit right now as it related to the academy, that did not exist.
Which Chat PT has agreed.
What?
There's no
that the lawsuit. So, and this is the thing: you can draft up the paperwork without anything being filed yet. So having the paperwork does not actually mean that the lawsuit has even been filed. That's the thing. That's why I said sometimes, like with these bloggers, when you're getting the news and information from them, you have to be very, very careful. Like, I'll never forget, it was one thing I looked up and this girl had said such and such, broke up. And the person said he broke up with the girl. And she went to the page with what the guy said. And what she said, the guy said was not even what he said. So the bloggers lie for clicks and views. And you got to remember, like with Umar is a huge personality in the Black community. So people are going to say stuff for clicks and views as it relates to him.
She's not a blogger though. This is a victim that started once got victimized.
Was she on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not a blogger, but she put up a video, or did somebody interview her?
She put up a video.
Okay. You think Umar, how many views does it have? Or did it have when you look?
I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't look. You think that you can really go on YouTube and put up Umar Johnson and you're not going to get views? Because this is the thing overall too. If you were so just very concerned about you getting your money and the people who have been allegedly wronged by him getting their money, then your only concern would be to contact those people and get this thing moving, as opposed to running to YouTube to get some money out of YouTube in order to further what's happening. She had to put up.
Does that not bring awareness to it? Because that's what she did. That's how she was able to get that.
Ding. It brings awareness.
But that's how she was able to do it, because she had already contacted these 40 people that had enough evidence for it to go to court. It hadn't gone to court, for them to file the paperwork.
She didn't need YouTube for that.
What?
She could have. There's enough of
She's
his
looking for more people. You don't think it was more people outside of 40 people? So what I'm saying is, if I have 40 people that have paperwork that's saying, okay, look, we're gonna take this guy to court, and then they send the paperwork off, and the state says, okay, y'all got something, and then they file it and they send the paperwork back to me. And then at that point, if I say, okay, if it's anybody else out here that has proper documentation that you have contributed to this and you feel like you were scammed, just like they do any other class action lawsuit, they make commercials.
They put up YouTube videos.
They make commercials.
Not for all of them.
Most of them they do, or they send emails. But that's a way to get more people that might not otherwise know that this is in place.
How about we file the lawsuit too before you start doing that?
You got to have the people, right?
She only needed 40.
That's what she got.
But again, so file the lawsuit at that point.
But why not get other people involved?
Because people can still come into the class action lawsuit.
I hear
it's not going to be cut off.
I hear the double dipping that she's mentioning. What she's saying is, if you were just trying to get it out for everybody to know, it was other ways to do it. But when you went to YouTube, you know, just like with us, you know, you get enough views, you get a check. You know what I'm saying? As far as the actual case, it ain't one because nothing's been filed in the court. So right now it's really just like a blogger. It really is. So
if you just want to talk about Umar and the Academy, we can go there. But yeah, it hasn't been filed
too easy.
Yet.
That's too easy.
But it hasn't been filed yet. So it's nothing. Is it probably coming based on what you said you saw?
She said she has the paperwork. She read the paperwork.
Again, but having the paperwork, I can go to the attorney and tell them I want to sue somebody, and they're going to put together the paperwork, and then I can have them send it to me before it's actually filed at the court. So having the paperwork doesn't mean anything. You don't. That's how it works, though.
Okay.
You don't.
All right. Now, my other question was,
don't
why do you fight so hard?
Don't forget, my homegirl is also going to lawsuit.
It's crazy. So my other question was, why do you fight so hard for him?
He fights for us.
He does not.
Absolutely. If you don't think Dr. Umar says anything,
I didn't say he didn't say anything.
So with him saying anything, wouldn't that mean I could say he fights for us?
If somebody says something but doesn't do it, and they're scamming at the same time for that same,
you call yeah, that's my first thing.
It's been, how long has this school supposed to been built?
See, you basing everything on a school. Look at everything else he's done. Hold on, you said what you said. Let me reply what you said.
I hardly get to speak.
You're frustrated right now because you just got buried in your own thing over this way.
I did not.
So I just want to get this out. You asked the question.
So when I talk, let me finish, and I'm going to give you the floor, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm going to give you the floor, brother.
Go ahead.
If somebody, which I spoke about, other people that use our culture, no matter what, Elon or whoever that it is out there that I feel like uses our culture to make money off of us, that's scamming us, I don't like them. Umar has been talking about this school for over 12 years now. They had a guy literally right before the Christmas holiday that came up and filmed the school. What he does, he goes up to the one door, he walked around the school, there are no windows, everything is boarded up.
Right.
He has that one shiny door and nothing has been done. It's trash, it's dead dogs. He filmed it as he walked around. So out of 12 years of this, and you're continuously getting donations from your supporters, and there is nothing coming out of this, to me, that seems like a scam. I could be wrong, but 12 years of collecting money, and we sat and looked at the numbers that he collected. It was over $1 million, right?
I don't recall.
It was over $1 million some dollars, and I think he put maybe 400 into the school, and then the other 600, and that was 2-3 years ago. But since then, he still has donors that give money. So for me, if you're scamming the people based off of you selling us the uplifting of us, I don't mess with you. And your attitude sucks when you get online and you go off on the people that give $10 and $20 and you mad and fussing at them saying you got to give more. You go to a speech. You don't scam people out of speeches where they don't pay you to show up and talk and you don't show up. That's scamming.
Let me ask you a question with that right there.
Mm-hmm.
You ever went to a show and the main artist didn't show up and they just put out there like the show is canceled? Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
And do you know why that happens, or you just go off the artist didn't show up or whatever? Because you don't know why somebody doesn't show up. Because if somebody pays somebody to do something and they just don't show up, then a lawsuit comes with that because this is big business, right? The man hasn't been sued one time for not showing up, so maybe the place didn't reach the quota what they needed for him to show up. Maybe they didn't have it, money could have been tied somewhere in that where he just said, "Yo, I'm not coming." You don't know, but you automatically give it a negative that this man didn't show up. You say 12 years it took the rate to get to school. That's fine. You want to say you can get a school done in 4 years. How many black leaders are trying to get one book in a school today?
What
Just
do you
one
mean?
book. We've been reading the same history book forever. What one black leader have you known to even try to change the curriculum in the book?
None that I know of.
None do you know of. The man sits online, put it all online. Because one thing about black people, when you get talking loud, they automatically against you. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Especially when they speaking for their own. The man been talking like this from the start. And his own people like you, would rather call him a scammer than help him. Because one thing about you, Sean, you don't like aggressive black men. That's just not your thing. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying that's just not your thing. He talks in a manner where it could be looked at as verbally violent. That's not your thing. You're very calm, cool, collective. But the world we live in, especially when it comes to black men, you might have to raise your voice a little bit. And not only does he raise his voice, he stand on what he says. If you can't get behind that, I don't know what to tell you. Because he's been on this path for over 20 years.
Don't you think it should have something to show for that? Outside of recording in your car and in your mom's house? You don't think he's accomplished anything in 20 years, or you just don't know? He's created a great personality. Hold on. You got onto him probably, and I'm just guessing, as the internet grew, or as the YouTube, Instagram and things like that. I got onto him during because I've been following Umar since I was probably
Hidden Colors.
Hidden Colors. That's when I got on Umar.
Yeah, that's the first. You were late. That's like what 2000 something, 2004.
But what does he have to show?
Okay, let me
help me.
He actually before Umar is a Pan-Africanist and going out here for his people. Umar is a psychologist. So there are tons of women where he has, and I should just say families, where he has helped these children when they were trying to label these, especially young black boys, as special ed and things of that nature, where they were trying to force them, into special ed classes, where they were trying to force them in certain places. So to act like Umar ain't never done nothing for the community, like, that's crazy. Now, where you and I initially had an issue with Umar, which is why you'll say that I go so hard for him, is because it was stuff that you said to me as far as he hadn't done X, Y, and Z. And then when I asked you where you got the information from, it was a blogger. And I had to correct you and say, well, I just listened to his speech and he said that he has the building, he has this, he has that has happened, that has happened. So you listen to what I'm saying. So you have formulated an opinion on certain things based on what a blogger said and not based on what Umar said. Because
so let me ask you this.
I'm not done. I let you, because you said you didn't get to talk about this. So I'm going to go in about this part.
Y'all be blind.
I'm not blind to anything.
Yeah.
So I had to tell you that he even had a building because you were coming at me telling me he hadn't even bought the school. And I had to inform you that the school was purchased. Not only did I have to inform you that the school was purchased, I had to tell you that there were issues with this and that. And he also has been scammed by people who were supposed to help as it related to HVAC and certain things. Now, this is the thing. When we had that particular conversation as well, Lord, train of thought. I told you that Umar handled this entire thing with the school horribly. I said that because it has been a long time. But at the same time, if we want to acknowledge the fact that the man is out here trying to interrupt stuff that little people are doing, why in the hell would any of us think, and I'm saying that you do because I know you don't, but why would any of us think that Umar would not have obstacle after obstacle after obstacle? Come on now, stop it. It's Umar. So the other people who you would probably want to bring into this situation because they have created schools, those folks are not Umar Johnson. So Umar is going to.
That's his fault.
But that's who he has been since before he wanted to open his school. But you can't give him grace for that.
Stop. Hold up.
I'm not done. But this is the thing. And it's not fault when the man decides that you are a disruptor and you're on FBI watch list and all this stuff, and it makes it harder for you to get stuff done. That's not his fault because his thing is to be out here speaking for his people. So you can't blame him for that. To think that Umar of all the people would just be able to sit here and open up a school within 5 minutes is crazy. Also, understand that there were buildings that he tried to purchase prior to the one that he actually ended up purchasing. Yeah. One is next to my alma mater in Virginia.
And what does it look like right now?
St. Paul's, he didn't get it. He wasn't able to get St. Paul's.
I remember the first two he didn't get.
So this is the thing. So, like I said, my thing with how I kind of go hard for Umar, according to you, when we had these conversations, is because you don't actually listen to Umar. You listen to other people who pull clips of the stuff.
Used to.
You listen to people who pull the clips of what Umar says present day, and then you formulate opinions. Overall, has Umar done things for this community? Absolutely. I've actually gone to speeches and heard him live speak. Stop. I ain't done. You don't like to be interrupted. So, and I've been trying to do my best. Like so you 10 chill. Minutes.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't care.
You're right. Go
ahead. I don't care. So the thing of it is, you have to also acknowledge in the fact that you feel like this is taking too long. You also have to give some acknowledgement to the fact of this is Umar Johnson. And so stuff is not going to happen as easily for an Umar Johnson as it would for Tyrone Smith, because don't nobody know who the hell Tyrone Smith is, and they really don't give a damn. Okay. That's totally different. So, and to just act like the man is overall a scammer, like, I think that's a lot. Has he made, like I said, some major missteps in getting this school together? Absolutely. Absolutely. I will acknowledge that all day long, but to just act like he's a scammer, he ain't never tried to do nothing, he's never helped anybody.
I never said that. When did I say he never?
He ain't helped the black community.
I said when? What? As of right now, are you done first? I want to make sure you're done because I'm finna break all of that down. Are you done?
Go ahead and say what you want to say, because the fact you didn't say that.
But for him to be so, because he's created this persona of he's
created a persona, or is that who he is?
Or who he is. Oh, and you said it creates hurdles for him to get these things in place, correct? As the guy that you are, why not hire a firm to handle this money, to put it in this name for the school for things to get done properly? Because you know how to do everything else.
Would that not fall into when I say he made major missteps as it related to putting the school together?
Okay, so you just proved my whole point when it comes to the school. When it comes to the school.
I didn't prove your whole point, though. I just said that he made a misstep. And he didn't necessarily think of that.
So
have you thought of everything that you needed to do?
Did I let you finish?
I did now. Go ahead, you got it.
So the point that I'm making is, if he's able to do all of these things and he's able to put people in place because of who he is, and they won't give him things that happen that need to be happening. When other people do this stuff, they get other people to put this stuff in, or they have firms that would go in and do this stuff. So that's the whole point of the whole school aspect that I'm talking about. And so when you tell me 12 years of collecting money and there is nothing to show but a broken down building, I can't accept that. So I'm going off of what I see now. And now to this point, I haven't seen any improvements on it since. When was he talking about the HVAC and the floors? That was like 2 summers ago or a summer ago?
No, I'm pretty sure that was earlier this year.
Well, this year. You mean
I'm
last
sorry, 25.
but none of it has happened. Literally, the guy just went up there like June 30th and recorded walking around the school. Every window is boarded up in rotted wood, not new wood. This wood is black. So it's been there for a very long time. He walked around, he showed the drain. He showed somebody had a drone and showed the top with an HVAC system in. It's literally warped. Like it's beat up. So I'm saying, and he's still getting money. Like, I know he got to live too, but he was still getting donations. So it's like, where is that money going?
Didn't he also just have like a situation where there were fees that needed to be paid that he didn't know needed to be paid? Also,
he claimed that he wasn't getting notification from the city. He was in Africa and left the doors open. And then when he came back and said that they were trying to charge him because it was supposed to be occupied, That's what it was. It was supposed to be occupied. So he got fined because it wasn't occupied. And then he said that they didn't send him the notifications. They sent emails and notes. And he didn't check his emails. He said he didn't get anything. And they showed where they've tried to contact him numerous times. These are self-inflicted situations that he's doing.
Those are, but everything is not self-inflicted. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and act like Umar did not make some major missteps in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing. You should be able to give him credit for those things at the same time that you want to condemn him for all the stuff that you feel is incorrect. Also, personally, I could give a damn about some blogger who decided to go up to the school and film this, that, and the third, if out of Umar's mouth, I'm not listening to the full speech or a full post or whatever of him saying XYZ has happened. Because again, a blogger is there to get clicks and views in order to get their check. So they are going to form certain things in a way, in a manner, and especially if they don't like Umar, they're not going to say nothing
but these
good
are supporters.
ever.
These are people that have donated. That's what I'm saying.
If I was a supporter,
if I put a lot of money into something like this and I got burned to that extent, I'm going to do everything in my will to show that I got scammed.
Why? Why does the whole world need to know that?
Because I want to make sure other people that's involved do the same thing. You don't think a lot of class action lawsuits start just off of one person, just like with the women, the Me Too joint. It was because somebody said something and the machine was too big, so they had to wait till enough people came out for people to pay attention to it. You don't think that helps?
Apples and oranges. Me Too and Dr. Umar, I'm not going to use.
I'm using the awareness aspect.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Could your dislike for the person kind of shade your views on what they do and their accomplishments? Like, cause you go real. You're very much, anytime he does something negative, you have a lot to say. But you don't even follow him.
I do.
Let me finish. You don't show that you follow him when he does something positive because you never say anything.
I haven't seen him do anything positive outside of his speeches. Y'all just put me on. I didn't know that I knew he was a psychologist, I didn't know that he was in the community like that. Y'all just put me on.
See, with that right there, and then to say, what does the man do? Like, it shows that you're really not in tune to him. And I guess I'm giving you grace because it's not for me to sit here and say, well, Sean, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'd rather just lead you to the water. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm fine with that.
But over the past, we've been doing this show, 5 years? Like, you have a very disdain for the man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand. It's not for me to understand. That's between you and your feelings towards him.
Did you give him some money?
I was just about to get there. To get there for real, because
I didn't.
See that, and that's kind of a problem because you don't donate, but you sit on this side and with a loud voice say what you want to say. But you get mad. You'll get mad if somebody don't go vote and have a lot to say. You
know why?
And voting is free.
You know why? Because I sold into it. I told you I got onto Umar doing the Hidden Colors thing. This is how I learned about him as far as his speeches. I was going off of, from that point on, I was an Umar fan. And then when I started seeing his eclectic attitude or his...
you don't, I'm telling you, you have a thing
for
brothers that talk in a tone that you don't.
And once I saw that, and once I learned, and I agree with you.
Man.
But once I see that when you're going after your donors and it's 12, I'm looking at right now. I get what y'all saying. He started with great intention. But right now,
so let me ask you a question. I'm gonna use you for example. Can I really crucify you from the time I done known you if you do something wrong today? Did that wipe out everything you've done in history?
No.
So why you do it to him? Because you said I'm going off right now, but you don't even know the history.
Because it's continuous.
But listen to what I'm saying. You talk very loud about his wrongs, but you don't even know what he's done positive. So when all I know is, like she's saying, you somebody gave your information. You're like an informant. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gave you this information and you running with it, but you're not even doing the research to find out if it's real. That's an issue that you have to work on with that, because when you get on your Elon thing, I'll let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't my thing. But when you start talking about people in our community, something has to be said, because you're misinformed, and you don't even care to get the knowledge. You're just going off what somebody told you.
Okay.
You got to be careful with that, because this goes around the world. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that hate them, some people that love them, but they'll love to repost you saying, what do you do for black people? What do you do for black people?
Right.
And next thing I know,
blow up faster than
that's what I'm saying. So
I get you, but
I just think you're a more intelligent black man than what you displaying when it comes to him. Sometimes, like, we joke with you and stuff, but sometimes I'd be like, yo, he really don't know. But to say what has he done, like, for black people, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. Crazy. Like, huh?
Hey.
And like, like the next, and I hate to say it like this, but the next speaker for black people that's on this social media thing, you want to talk about a gap, is probably Charleston White. Name somebody in the middle. That's on that. Tariq Nasheed only come around when he got a movie. Other than that, you don't really see what he do.
No, he got his own following. His own.
Is it bigger than Charleston White?
No, Charleston White is a clown.
That's what I'm saying. You think he's a classic? You ever actually listen to some of the things he say, or do you go watch the whole thing or just the bites?
I've watched the whole,
and everything he's expressed. You think he's a clown?
He's also said, this is my persona because I'm only making money here.
He told you how to get money. He showed how to get money. He did say that. But have you seen his background before then?
I respect his background.
Well, hold on. So how can he be a clown then? Because he shows this video of him in the court going after this, going after that. These are black men that's actually trying to move some of their community. So let me finish.
You're right.
I don't agree with everything Martin Luther King do.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm still careful. I respect him enough where I don't get on the show and call him a clown. Because of some things positive he did. Did he lead us into this house? He did. Are black men soft because of Martin Luther King? I feel they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I never get out my side of myself and say, oh man, the dude is a straight clown. Like, do you hear yourself? Like, it's the thing with, I'm just trying to get you to see that you gotta be careful what you say, bro. Because the intelligence that you have and what sometimes you display, that box that you in, it's a lot on the outside that you need to know before you make that judgment.
So, to your point and her point, if Charleston White was that guy, which he has done, prior to him getting on YouTube, why would he get on YouTube? To get money. Didn't you say that? So that's why I say he's a clown, because when he blew up, what was he doing? Talking negative about people getting killed, rappers getting killed, all that stuff. And that's when he started making money. And he said himself, this is a character that I'm doing to make money. And that's what he walk around doing right now. Go ahead.
He said, this was the only way I could get y'all to pay attention. Did he not say that?
Look at how you...
Did he not? That's a yes or no. Did he not say that? He said, it's the only way, because when I was doing it this way, y'all wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get to where y'all at and bring y'all up. That's what he did, right?
Right.
What's the problem?
How is he living his life?
You tell me, because you have an issue with it. I don't have an issue when his messages are on. When he went on Cam Newton and that Cam was like, it's your delivery. And he said, when you talking to the devil, you can't worry about delivery. That's real. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
But what y'all will do is take that and push it to the side and say, oh, he said this about this, said about that. It's gumbo. I don't agree with everything Martin Luther King said.
Right.
But I never called him a clown because he was right sometimes. Charleston White right sometimes.
He's right a lot.
I ain't sitting here putting on this shirt. Well, how can you agree with a lot of things he's saying, call him a clown?
He said himself, Rob. This is what I'm saying. So if he's done all of these things, and stop doing that back and forth. But he said all of these things, and he did the work prior to. I knew that, and I respected it. But when I see him watch him talk negative about Nipsey Hussle, his kids, these other rappers that I don't know, and how they get killed. And when he'd talk about I'm smoking on this and that. Now you acting like the rappers. But in the same voice, you want to say, well, nah, we don't need to do this. But then at the next show, you say you finna do this. And just recently, the guys that put him on, he told them, I'm not messing with y'all no more. I'm going to the streamers because they making more money. This is a clown.
What's wrong? What's wrong with making more money and doing and getting your message out? And getting your message out.
Okay, I'm glad you added the ad getting the message out because that was the point she made. So on the YouTube because they want to make money. So he's done that. So in her eyes, that's negative.
No, you would absolutely taking my point to hell because that is not what I was. You're definitely minimizing what I said about as far as that lady going to YouTube to make that video, and you know you are.
What?
Because this
what
is here's the other thing.
Let's go. I want him to say what he wants.
He's not a lady. He's not the lady trying to get a class action lawsuit. He's on the internet because that's how he makes money to talk to his people. People don't ask this lady to go on no talk show to talk to the people. They ain't paying them. They paying this man to come out with a message because ain't nobody else out here saying nothing. Y'all scared of not you. Y'all scared of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Y'all scared of him. So y'all don't want that. Your man's that was in the White House, he ain't do shit for y'all. But y'all, not you, but y'all hooray that. But you get one that's actually from it. And you know what y'all do? Y'all rather call, not you, y'all rather call him a clown than to actually see what he's saying and make changes. That's what's needed. The young don't want to listen to me and you. We preaching to him. Mm-hmm. So what he did was, I'm going to talk to him the way they can respect it. And hopefully I can grab him and take him up out of there. When he disrespected Nipsey Hussle, this is the funny part about the Nipsey Hussle thing. Didn't nobody really know he was till he died.
That's what I thought.
So let me finish. So when he broke down what he's saying, yeah, Nipsey Hussle was doing great things, but he still was in a gang.
Of course.
He still taught gang culture. So if you're going to play in both arenas, you got to take what comes from it. Charleston White is playing on this side. So he's speaking from an older guy. We ain't know he about the same age as us.
He's same age as us.
And he like, yo, before we put this guy on the pedal, let's talk about this, that, and the other. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I might not agree with it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because me and you ever make it, you better believe these little Facebook things gonna light up everything we did negative to whoever, whatever. It's just what come along with it.
True.
So I'm just be like, just be careful, bro. Like, I just be like, wow, like, what black man of aggression do you like?
None.
Charles Barkley.
Yo, this show is dedicated to whoever was watching it. I got things to do. I gotta get up out of here. Close this up so we can go.
We didn't even get to talk about half the stuff we need to because y'all be in y'all feelings about Umar.
And I'm gonna
say what I had to say. Yeah, I did, and y'all did a great job at double teaming.
Changing your mind.
No, yeah, y'all didn't change my mind at all. And what I want, can I agree from both of y'all? If he loses this case, that y'all could just tell me, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't even want to hear say you right. Just say
what are we saying you sorry for?
I'm not saying that because first of all, a case has not been filed. So what case are we talking about? Number one. Number two, I would need to see what's in the case before I can do that as well.
What would we be apologizing for anyway? Just because he lost a case?
Well, for saying that it's not there.
What ain't
that he's not scamming.
So if he loses a case, he becomes a scammer?
Well, that's what he's going to court for. That's what the case that y'all say don't exist.
I
didn't say it didn't exist. I said it wasn't filed.
She just said it. Yeah.
She didn't say it wouldn't exist.
She just said it.
She said it wasn't filed. She said so.
And right. I did just use the word exist, but yes, filed is what I mean.
Check the tape.
So if it's filed, it exists. Right now, it's like hocus pocus. It's like Easter Bunny and shit, right?
It's in the process.
It's like a rumor, right?
It's in the process.
It's like a rumor, right?
Because it's not filed. Courthouse, it ain't.
It's like a rumor.
It ain't.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like,
so we just gotta be patient. Is what we say. I mean,
I'm pretty sure you're gonna keep an eye on it just because you got.
Exactly.
you know, the algorithm is gonna throw it at me.
You got him in your algorithm.
I told you, I listened to him. I listened to Umar.
No, that ain't Umar in your algorithm. That's the Umar haters
I
in your
both
algorithm.
of them. I see both of them. He started back going on podcasts.
I know.
He just was talking about Nicki Minaj and all the stuff she was doing. So I watch him. That's what I'm saying.
You watch him, but he does
Anyway.
nothing for black people.
Anyway.
Yo,
Yeah, you ready to go? Because
I got actually.
It was
actually-
good.
I knew he had to go something.
Yeah,
I know he had to go somewhere. But
Whatever.
we might have to just do a part 2 of this because we got a whole lot more stuff. But anyway, y'all seen the fireworks, and this is what we here for, and we like it, we love it, we enjoy it, and every time you this why you run.
That's why. That's why I wasn't here. Oh, okay.
What you got, Rob?
Yo, be careful out there. Ja, it was nice to have you back.
It's good to be back.
We'll be back sooner than later. Y'all know how we do. When we feel it, we do it. We don't. We ain't.
John, let me get that pointer right there. Let me see that pointer. What you got to say for the people, John? Go ahead.
Y'all be easy. Pay attention.
Ja Skincare.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Go buy Jolin Skincare. We don't scam over here. Contrary to what a few people might even want to say. We actually do not scam
So
over here.
You just now I'm pointing at you. Now
I had to say it. And what? I appreciate being invited back. It's always good hanging out with y'all.
Well, thank you for coming back.
It's been like what, 2 years?
It's been a while.
Probably about 4.
Real?
It ain't been no 4 years.
It's
We only been going for 6
3.
years. We only been on for 6 years.
It's probably been
Hey, you ain't
3.
been like 3 years for real?
Anyway, man, I got a word to everybody this time. On the way out the door, man.
For real?
On the way out the door. If you think you can or you think you can't, you right. Y'all be easy and hold it in the road.
Man, listen.
Just nasty.
That
Yo,
choke
man,
on.
the success you want is in you.